Hello everybody, welcome to Michael channel number 2. Welcome to Michael channel 2. Like I said before, today, what we're going to be doing today, well, what we're going to do, we're going to do a long overdue overview video of this tablet. So, what I'm going to do is tell you my overall experience of this tablet after the intro, people. Alright? Okay. Alright, anyway, so let's begin with the experience. Now, I did the first unboxing video, did a little bit first impression of the video, the first impression of it, of the performance of this tablet. Now, when I did the first impression of this tablet, wasn't great. Was it snappy? Was it? No, my overall experience with this tablet wasn't great. And the thing about it was kind of sluggish too. And I do use Chrome web browser. When I first began using this tablet right out of the box, I did use Chrome. Now, after a little while of owning this tablet, I added Firefox, hoping that will maybe speed up a little more. But no, that didn't work out. But it does work. It's not the quickest. It's not the quickest tablet compared to computer, which the computer does have a grunt processor to get through all these ads and stuff in like this. Well, ad and other sites have a lot ad. So my first impression wasn't great. Now this, I'm using the wireless. I'm on my parents' router, so I'm using it's a wireless RG wireless, and it does work great on a older router. So if you have a little bit like an example, or the very old router, this will work with that too. Bear in mind that if the router has been updated, it will work as long as it's been updated. So now Wi-Fi range with this, it's not the greatest. I do have a feeling that this tablet does have a little bit of a weak antenna compared to my laptop. And one of the example is a 2-story house. Router is at the one end, and the garage is at the other end. And as well, this one kinda get weaks, and another thing too that it get times out with other devices too. So I would say for if you had multiple devices on your network, if you hit your max, or if you get into your max limit, like with your router, this will your experience overall not gonna be great, because every time you try to use it, it will time out. It will have trouble because somehow it's timing out the web page and stuff like that. Now this operating system is a KitKat operating system. Now just recently, Android did release the Lollipop. So they did release that, but I'm still running KitKat, so it still works. I have had no issue with that too, so I don't do a lot of heavy stuff with this particular laptop, and I'm not, I don't use this to watch a lot of YouTube video or what. This is not a completely, so I'm kind of a YouTube resolution not person. I'm a 720p guy and a 1080p person too, so I do watch all of my YouTube video in 720p or 1080p, so I don't watch it on this. So it does kind of sluggish when you try and get YouTube. And half time, it's like, it's so sluggish, I might as well just walk over to my computer and watch YouTube video, watch a video, and when I watch a video, I just like to watch it in 720p or 1080p, and it's quicker that way. Web browsing on this, it's kind of a little bit sluggish too, and it's kind of sluggish in a way, and now the ads on web page and that stuff does slow down the tablet, so there's gonna be a lot of slowness. Pinching to zoom, the Chrome does support the pinch and zoom function. Actually, Firefox do support the zooming in, but it does take a while for it to window the site too. So it does kind of it's kind of a little bit sluggish with that too. Battery life is really depending on what kind of app you have with this particular. I find if you did the you can get along with battery life with using like the Google Plus page, which I do use when every time a person do post a YouTube video or basically a YouTube video. That's all I use for. Now the box behind me, before we get too carried away with this, this one is a Trio. As you can see, Trio, that's who made by. I should have said that at the beginning, but this is going to be random. So the box do advertise 16GB built into the memory, 16. You obviously got Wi-Fi, 4.2 KitKat, and you got Bluetooth with that. And the box do advertise a quad-core processor on this tablet. And it doesn't feel like a quad-core to me a bit. If it takes a little bit longer to window the image on in a web browser. That's the issue with that too. Now this tablet does have a one of those small SD card, so it can support up to 16 gigabytes. That's the max limit. You do have a 2 megapixel camera, which is not the world's greatest. The auto mode on this camera is not the smartest with that too, in my experience. Doesn't do good, obviously. Obviously, it doesn't look good. But hey, it's what I can say. Now, I do like this particular tablet. And the nice thing about this particular this tablet is there's not too many bloatware on this tablet. Another nice thing too is not a lot of stuff hasn't been touched with Trio. This is what it look like. This doesn't have no stupid Samsung's what the heck, Samsung Android skin on it. It doesn't have that stuff on it. It's a overall clean. Now you do have a little bit add-on software with that with this tablet too. So there's a little bit of software, but nothing. The big deal with me is I don't like manufacturer putting their own skin on a tablet, and having that skin can slow down the tablet, and having a lot of stuff can. And every once in a while or two, you gotta keep in mind is sometimes they like to load up a app that can cause some privacy issue of this too, can cause you, well, not cause you, but can cause your private data to be hacked and stuff like this. So overall, this particular tablet, it's semi-bloat free and not too much of skin with that too. And my tablet experience with this, it's not the greatest because I'm used to a desktop computer, especially if it's on a page. And there's some limitation with some stuff. And there's some interface does sucks with that too, especially Google Play Music, which the whole fine sucks so bad. Especially trying to go through your web browser to go to Google Plus desktop experience. The issue I have going through that is it want me to sign up for the radio, which you pay for like a month, which I'm not into that. Which I'm not. I did want to access my music with the desktop interface. That's all I want. So that's the issue I went into. Another thing too is it's kind of a frustrating little tablet too. Very hard to use. Like I said, I'm very a YouTube resolution snob person. So that's the issue with that too. Now I have played a few games. I played Fruit Ninja game. Crossy the Road I played with a little bit. I haven't played a lot of game with this on this particular on this tablet. I haven't played a lot. I only played like a little bit of it. And I'm not much of a tablet gamer. Any imagination, I'm particularly not. I'm generally a type person. If I'm on a PC, for my convenience, I did have a game on my laptop in Steam, and it's very convenient to go to Steam and launch a game, and you're up and away. So, and I do like my Xbox 360 controller, so. I haven't fully played game with this yet. Yeah, it's kind of a gimmick for me saying this is a quad-core processor, but clearly it's not. If you have to give it a minute to window an image when you zoom in, it's not. My experience is not like, oh my gosh, it's not. It's just a little bit a little bit of a noise I have with this. Now this is very smooth when you go back and forth. It does fine. It did the web browsing does sucks at times with this. The image off of the camera, you know, the funny thing is when you look at it through the camera, it look crap, but when you preview the image, they look fine. And if I pull up the image with this deck Android image, you can see now this camera is not going to be auto focusing on this, but you can clearly it does look okay-ish. It's not a shocking image. It's not shocking image quality. It's not. It's a good enough resolution to take a picture if you need to. Like example, change a brake pad. It's enough to do that. That's all it do. It's just enough to do that. You know, and the thing about this, you can't do wall image off of this tablet. And I'm pretty sure with some mod, if you go to Android, what the heck is that? There's another Android operating system you can root to get a raw support and some full manual exposure with that too. And it's not too bad. I'm kind of a photography person, so I'm very picky about how the image look, and I'm kind of basically a control freak over a image. So that's why I am. That's why I am. So I've been doing photography quite some time since I've been in my high school. So obviously you can see how the camera that I'm shooting on, it's not changing the exposure on me, and you know I do manual exposure, so you don't see that. So wrapping this up, overall, it's a very light user tablet. I don't recommend it to a heavy tablet user. I would recommend it for parents that check the email and do a little bit of Craigslist, obviously. Do a little bit of both of that, and that's only what it's great for, just doing light stuff, and doing PDF reading too. So if you're a type person who like to read PDF book or PDF magazine, it does do fine. Movies, if we bring up movies, so let's bring up Clue. There we go. There we go. You can see I'm playing movie. Now I'm playing movies through VLC media player, as you can see. Now I don't have the audio. No, audio not the greatest. I would say it doesn't feel like the door or the door surround sound feelness, or door left and right stereo channel. Doesn't sound like it, but it does have headphone, so you can put your headphone on and you get the full left and right stereo. As you can see, it's playing my RIP DVDs just fine, and it does look okay too. I'm playing a old old film, so it may not look shocking to you people. So, but other than that, it look okay. You know, so it does do fine. Obviously. So it's not lagging, it's pretty good actually. So now there's about 4 totally ripped DVDs on this 16 gigabyte onboard memory. So I have about like 4. And when I rip these DVDs, they all are in MP4 format, so and there will be same frame rate from the CD, same source. So you would imagine it does kind of chomp up the memory that quick with this tablet. So I'm gonna start playing it. Yeah, so stop playing it. So I'm gonna end it. Now, Skype chat. I would say Skype chat can be a little annoying. Because the microphone is up here, and half time I have to talk like this when I'm talking to the person. Because if I'm far away like this, the person might not hear me clearly or not. So half time I do put a headphone on to make sure I get a good idea what the person's saying. So I would say if you're the type of person who like to set their tablet right here at far away distance, nah. So it won't work that way because obviously the microphone that's at the top, and the person would be having a hard time hearing you too. That's another issue with this tablet. So I did find myself talking very close to the microphone, making sure the person can hear me. So I'm not quite sure if every tablet have the microphone like at the top or what, but yeah. So that's another issue you want to keep in mind. My overall, when I use this tablet, I did use it to use Google Plus and do Twitch, basically. And I do Skype call with this every once in a while, depending on my laptop Skype desktop, depending if it's in the mood or what. So that's the only thing I do. And I do read PDF book. So I do very light stuff with the tablet. In general with this, very light. So now I should include a video sample with this tablet. What I'm gonna do is do photo. So when the photo is gonna switch, my voice will count and my video will be count for a moment. So right now, let's take a look at the photo versus my Canon T3i. So let's do a quick comparison. Alright, so let's take a look at the image. The image from the tablet, I would say not the greatest. It's only it's not real strong, I should say. Now, like I said earlier ago, I did take a picture of my mom core brake pad. It does fine. It does look kind of sharp. It does. But overall, if we if we compare to the Canon T3i, that well, the Canon T3i do beat the image quality, because the Canon T3i does have a large image sensor than the tablet, especially because this tablet does have a very tiny, like very tiny little sensor, and some of these tiny sensors can have an issue of the low light and stuff like that. Now the next clip we do is one clip, especially we do video clips. I should say there was a front-facing camera of my face, I should say. Let's take a look at it. Okay, you're taking a look at it right now, so it's obviously kind of... Okay, so let's get to the video of this. Now, I did a video for the back camera and the front camera too. I did those testing. When you take a video, I would say the the auto mode on the video is kind of for me, but you might look at different directions than me. So let's take a look at the video clips. Outdoor testing outside. Outdoor testing outside. Video testing. Audio 1, 2, 3. Audio 1, 2, 3. Doing a audio check. Checking all audio program mode. Front-facing camera. Front-facing camera. Checking on auto exposure. Checking on auto exposure. Okay, testing inside. Checking audio level 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Checking auto exposure. Seeing how it looks. Okay, testing the back camera. Checking on auto exposure and audio level 2. Okay, doing panning around. See the auto exposure doing. This is indoor test. Okay. Alright, so you're taking a look at the video clips. Yeah, the kind of... that would be pretty much it for the month of the tablet. Pretty much. I would say it's a good brand. Not a bad brand. It does do pretty good, so I haven't had no freeze up with the tablet or what, so I haven't had much of a bad experience with the tablet yet. Overall, my experience with the tablet been okay, so at least it's going okay for me. So obviously that would be it for now, because there's not much to say about it. Now this saying it got multi-touch, I don't believe it with this particular tablet. You got the 4.0 Bluetooth connectivity, so I don't have many Bluetooth devices around my house. I couldn't test those out, obviously. If you're wondering about the screen size or the size of tablet, it's a 7.85 inch screen, which I'm hoping I'm reading it correctly. So yes, so not much to say right now. Overall, it's okay. It's not the greatest. It's not. Honestly, I've been using PC for a long time, since I believe like 2002. 2002. So you would imagine, okay, if I've been using PC from 2002, you would imagine that my experience can get a little bit rougher of this tablet, particularly, but you know, it's a new experience for me with this tablet. Should we speak of, you know, it's the image quality. It's not the #1 world greatest, but hey, it does do a decent job. Obviously, the video is kind of for me. So, yeah, that's pretty much like it. Pretty much it. You know, the video is kind of like random. Now, I did a little bit random, but you know what? Let's keep this video style free. Much flow to this, so let's keep it flow and a little more. Okay, so like I said before, let's keep this flow and all that stuff. So now I'll get in the video for you people. I will say thank you for watching my video. Feel free to give it, well, feel free to subscribe or Google Plus me, whichever is going to work for you, whichever the easiest without losing me. So you can do the Google Plus or subscribe. Feel free to give the video a thumbs up if you like this content of a video too. Just feel free to comment. Feel free to rate this video, and feel free to comment. Just feel free to ask questions about my overall experience with the tablet. And don't forget, visit the link below the video. You will find many links such as Amazon wishlist and a Flickr page that you're welcome to buy. And another thing before I forget is the email. Now obviously you do have to copy and paste the email address to your Hotmail. So if you want to ask me about one particular photo, if you want to buy a photo without the watermark, you're definitely welcome to do that. And I am part of linustechtips forum and Tech Syndicate forum. Those forum. So I'm part of those forum, and I will see you next time, people. I will see you next time. See you later.